Thank you very much, gentlemen. The old adage, Mr. Wilson knows from the news business, don't believe everything you hear. Let me first ask all of you to join me in another round of applause for Judge Dennehy and the amazing Marissa. Extraordinary. Thank you for the privilege of being here. Good afternoon, Mr. Mayors, elected officials, our first responders. Thank you, chiefs, for all you do. Community leaders, members of the board, and distinguished guests. It really is a privilege to be here, and I thank you for giving me a few minutes to share with you some of our experiences and thoughts about the extraordinary work that the Lighthouse is doing. With so many friends and associates here, I don't want to bore you with long and drawn out stories of where I've been and hopefully where I'm going, but I will try to speak quickly and ask you to indulge with me. Some of the recollections that I'll share with you are hard to bring back at this point, thinking back of the many experiences that we've had. Many of Marissa and Judge Dennehy's experiences will relate to those I have gone through in life and shared as well. So thank you. Let's put this in perspective of what we're dealing with. And Judge Dennehy mentioned being able to reach out and help others. Change is difficult. Change often takes a lot of work and effort, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but shift happens. Shifts in our life happen real quick. Don't say that too quickly. Judge Dennehy, he had a shift, right? Woke up one afternoon and boom. We're asking you today to make that shift happen in your life. Instead of looking at the people in our community with disabilities, with visual impairments and blindness as a problem, let's look at it as an opportunity to reach out and help others to fulfill their potential. It reminds me of my Uncle Ray, who was traveling here to see us and decided it was getting pretty boring on the interstate, so he takes a little side trip and ups. He's in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina, and he sees his fuel gauge reach close to empty and pulls in to get directions of where the closest filling station is, and to this little general store off the side of the road. So he's walking up to the general store. He looks up on the porch. There's a little boy sitting on the step. And next to the boy, there was a dog asleep. So he looks at the boy, looks at the dog, and looks back at the boy, and the little boy says, "My dog don't bite." So Ray proceeds up the steps, and all of a sudden that dog is on the side of his pant leg, ripping it off, and he's backing off the steps. He looks at the little boy again. The boy says, "That ain't my dog." Really, this is not a dog, but an opportunity where each of us can go out and heighten the awareness and engage with others and bring to bear all the programs that we have the good fortune of the Lighthouse serving. We'll come back and touch on those in a moment. Let's put the population of our county that we are serving here at the Pinellas Lighthouse into context for you. Of the 1 million people, more or less, in Pinellas County, amazing is that a quarter of them, 250,000 plus, are living and managing or not managing a life-altering disability. 10 to 15% of that population are dealing with a visual impairment or blindness. It is not a stagnant figure, but something that changes every day. With the graying of America, there are more and more people with age-related macular degeneration or other vision loss. But that's not all of it. Half of the population with visual impairment and blindness are not in that senior category. They're the youngsters that parents wake up one day thinking, what am I going to do? Or youngsters that don't know what could happen to them next or where they will be going. Or young adults that come up on graduation day at high school with different depression. And while the speaker is talking about the next day, the rest of your life starts tomorrow, they see curtains. Where do I go from here? Seniors sitting around, resigned to a life of isolation. Nowhere to go, nobody to talk to. Those are the kind of people, those are the programs that Lighthouse is here to serve and that you're supporting today. A very, very important mission. Let me take a moment and digress and take you back on a piece of my journey to how I ended up here with you today. I was a young man, teenager, about to turn 17. I just got my first little MGB, had the prettiest girlfriend in school, and on to a life beyond. My father was very good to us, both in his sisters. We were in the shopping center and automobile dealership businesses. I grew up working on tar roofs on tops of shopping centers, in the pits of the car washes at the dealerships. My father would always say, you know, you need to understand what a good education can give you opportunities beyond this and appreciate what good old-fashioned hard work is about. My mother lived her dream for me to receive my Eagle Scout badge, and shortly after she pinned it on me, I was going to pick up a friend on the baseball team at high school and went to the ball field that afternoon to wait for him to finish his game. When I heard the crack of the bat, the next thing I knew, I woke up on a gurney in a hospital room. I'd gotten hit by the ball, and the doctors were looking over me, trying to think of what they might check next to see if I was going to be okay. In a few short days, the vision in one of my eyes started to diminish quickly. There was nothing they could do to arrest it. My parents, God love them, went out searching for the cure. And thank you to the Free family. We too support the work done, the people at the Foundation Fighting Blindness. They're still investing in the search for the cure. After visiting hospitals all over the country and my vision continuing to decrease, one day we were at Johns Hopkins and my mother said, the doctors want to talk to you. Come on in. I sat down and they said, we want to share something with you. It may not be the case many years from now because research is really advancing quickly, but one day you're not going to be able to see. I said, what? No, I can see it. Some out of one of my eyes. And they said, well, that's not going to last long. So we just want to prepare you for that. Prepare is a overstatement and understatement at the same time. How do you prepare when you're in a state of shock? We went home, told my father, he cut off the lights in his office, dried his eyes and gave me a hug, and he said, don't worry, we're going to fight this. Well, I thought about it and decided I was going to spend the rest of my room in my life, the rest of my life in my room. And there I sat in my room for an eternity, it seemed like. And my mother would have nothing to do with it. she decided, well, if you're going to stay in your room, we're going to have homeschooling. So she started looking for tools to help me keep up my studies, bringing lessons home from school. And periodically, my friends would come by on a Friday afternoon usually and say, why don't you come out with us? I say, no, this is my life. I'm going to stay right here. It's hard to confront something you don't know, the fear of the unknown. And not having anyone else to talk to was a difficult task, and sure to follow that road by yourself. One Friday afternoon, my friends came by and they said, come on, why don't you come out with us? We'll come by this evening at 11 o'clock, tap on your window. You can climb out the window. We'll catch you. We'll bring you back. You can go back in, and nobody will ever have to know you left your room. Well, I declined. I thought about it a little more. Sure enough, that night, 11 o'clock, the tap on. I put my shorts, t-shirt, sandals on, said a quick prayer, jumped out the window, they called me. Got in the back seat of the car, and off we were to the beach. Well, I didn't know what to think of this. I can't tell you the last time I was in a car. Well, on the way home that evening, with the wind blowing and the radio playing, telling jokes with my friends, I forgot, just for a brief minute, that I couldn't see. And when I came back to the awareness, I said, maybe there is a light outside. Well, we went back in the front door that evening. My father was waiting up. He said, where have you been? I said, we went for a ride down to the beach, Dad. He said, okay, two things. You need to let me know when you're leaving the house and when you're going to be back. And secondly, I don't want you going out that window anymore. And I didn't. Well, the journey continues from there. My mother decides we're going to go back to high school. I go the first day of the senior year, and the principal calls to the office. He introduced me to these two gentlemen. He said, I want you to meet these two gentlemen. They're from the residential school for the blind. That's where we're transferring. I said, okay. Went home, shared that with my mother. No, that's not going to happen. We had the fight of the century before the school board. She wasn't about to let me be transferred my senior year. Footnote to that, my father, like George and others, was the mayor of the town, so it was not the most comfortable political situation at home. But they finally relinquished. But there was a problem. The teachers didn't know how to cope with and teach a person with a visual disability, somebody who was blind. So we went to work finding resources and putting whatever technology, there wasn't much reel-to-reel tapes, if you will. Many of those, probably remember those. To work trying to get things in order. Thank God, graduated and was off to college. I was fortunate to be admitted to a small college, 1,000 men, Benedictine monk. They were dedicated to teaching us. I wish we were as dedicated to learning. But we went on, good friends, and with the tools we learned to manage, came through, thankfully, and with flying colors. At the senior year again, I decided, where do I go from here? I can't be a brain surgeon. I can't be a truck driver. Maybe a lawyer. That'd be a good thing to do. So, applied to law schools, and as I had before in high school, worked my way saving up that gas money I never got to spend on my car. I had a job in the cafeteria at school, and my buddy and I were leaving one morning. I can remember the music playing, and playing My Girl, if you remember that song. And we went over to the campus post office, and he said, "You have a letter here from Duke University. Do you want to open it?" And I said, "Oh, no, let's go back to the room. I'm going to get embarrassed in the middle of the post office." So we go back to the room. He opens the letter, and lo and behold, it says, "We would like to welcome you to Duke Law School. We think we would be able to admit you subject to an interview." I said, "Oh boy, there is a I don't know if we're going to get by this one." And so again, my friends gathered around. They said, "Sure, welcome. We'll go with you." I said, "I don't think they want to interview the whole class." Anyway, we got my suit out of the closet, put it on, another dog to make sure we're dressed appropriately. And we had a little convoy from Charlotte, North Carolina, to Durham. He arrived at the law school, and I went in to the interview, again, trepidated and wondering what was going to happen. The dean sat across the desk, and he said, "You know, we think you're qualified, will make a good student, but there's one thing we have to share with you that we're concerned about." And I said, "What's that mean?" He said, "We've never had a blind student. We don't know how to teach a blind student or how we might accommodate you." I said, "Well, Dave, you know, I've never been to law school either. Maybe between the two of us, we can figure it out." He said, "That's a deal." So I was off to study law 18, 19 hours a day. For those of you, Judge Simon and other attorneys in the room, you know, it's no fun ride trying to get through law school. There's quite a bit to be done. And, you know, thankfully, with the help of others and the grace of God, I was able to get through, graduate from law school, go on, as Joan said, to experience a wonderful career practicing law, and now not only with the practice of law, but working with several technology companies that are focused on hiring people with disabilities, addressing needs of making materials digitally accessible for all of us, the data mine technology that detects threats, weapons under people's clothing, ways away from where the first responders are. So these are wonderful opportunities I've had, and there's one common theme that we've heard throughout the day, and that is with the help and working with others, which is a very, very important facet of many, many people with disabilities, people that are visually impaired and blind, don't have the access and opportunity to experience. We talked about the number of people with disabilities, visual disabilities, and where they may find themselves. Only about 70% of those people are really actively engaged in the community. And that's where the Lighthouse comes in. We touched on the toddler youth programs, not only helping the youngsters with their orientation and mobility training, as Marissa talked about, but also to help their parents learn how to help themselves and help their children. The teen transition program, what Marissa didn't tell you is they have weekly meetings for the teens to learn new techniques, adaptive technology. John aptly pointed out the technology that Marissa was using. There's amazing things happening, as we all know, in that technology world. And it is starting to be adaptive for people with disabilities. The Lighthouse brings those lessons to bear, those technologies, into the lives of people. We work with a lot of veterans that have lost their sight in combat. A gentleman not too far from here that was parachuting out of a plane and got near the ground and an explosive went off. He ended up blinded for life. Those people need not sit in their rooms. There are opportunities for them. The Lighthouse has programs for adults to help them engage in social interaction and addressing their needs. One thing that the youngster program, the teen transition program, and the adult program have in common is the help in teaching people with visual impairment and life-altering disabilities how to ask for help. Think back to Uncle Ray, what the difference it would have made if he didn't ask for help, or the young boy had said to him, hey, how can I be of help? These programs, even now with seniors, helping seniors get together instead of sitting isolated all day, to talk with one another and get them out in the community to re-engage with the real world. These are day-to-day, life-changing practices that the Lighthouse offers in our community. Go back to the shift for a minute. Shifting our thoughts from waiting to being proactive and bringing the awareness of what opportunities are here for people to involve themselves and take advantage of at the Lighthouse, and helping those with life-altering disabilities, with visual impairment, to ask for help is a very, very critical and essential part of everything that has taken place here at the Lighthouse for the last 60 years. It's an amazing opportunity that we have to help other people through heightened awareness. Let me sum up by giving you a quick story of my first ski experience. Jim mentioned snow skiing. While we were talking this last weekend, we were under another hurricane was coming up. Thought, well, maybe we should go out to Colorado and go skiing this year. Well, I remembered it was my 40th birthday, and my brother, his soul, came in and he said, I got a surprise for you. Birthday. I said, great, what's that? We're going to Colorado. I said, we're going to go to Colorado. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Don't worry, I got everything covered. So we get to Winter Park, Colorado, and walk into the apartment he arranged, put our bags on the bed. I went to unpack my bag, but bumped into a box. He said, open that box. I opened the box, and there was a pair of boots in there. I said, what are these? These are ski boots, he said. We're going skiing tomorrow. I said, you got to be kidding me. He said, no, I saw this piece on the Today Show a few weeks ago. And there's this gentleman, Hal O'Leary, and he had started a program here for people that can't see to ski. I said, oh my goodness. I don't think I'm up for that. I'm pretty risk averse. No. I'm ski great. So, again, you take a deep breath and just like going out the window. You see what's going on here. So we show up at the ski school the next day, and sure enough, Hal O'Leary himself was there, and he said, hey, welcome. You know, we're looking forward to you being here. We worked on some good techniques for blind skiers, and we're looking forward to working with you and testing them. I still want to get on the test case. He introduces me to the instructor, Laura Brown. Laura says, we're going to take it a step at a time. Don't worry. So we get our gear on, never put on a pair of ski boots in my life. And we go out, we practice on the bunny slopes. A little turn here, turn there. It's going to be great. After falling 100 times, you're starting to get the feel of, okay, here's how you stay up, and this is what you've got to do. Using muscles you never knew you had, but nonetheless, I was a youngster, I could do it. The third day, go back, I said, I'm getting pretty good at this. So she said, okay, let's do one more time on this bunny slope. She said, okay, now we're going to get on the ski lift. Get the over chair. I said, well, yeah, you're going to like this. We're going to go up. She said, now all you have to remember is when we get to the top, I'll say 1, 2, 3, and on 3, I want you to put your skis down and your poles up. I said, 1, 2, 3, skis down, poles. Okay, we got it. So up the chairlift, I was a trusting soul. We went, sure enough, 1, 2, 3, skis down, poles up, and we were on the ground again. This is great. She said, okay, now let's turn a little bit. She said, okay, let's check your boots, make sure all your buckles are tight, and everything zipped up. I said, okay, I'm good. She said, okay, now we're going down. I said, hold. Going down where? We're going to go down this hill. I said, oh, come on. That was a long way up here to go down. She said, yeah, there's only one way down. So sure enough, it was poles up, skis down, form the wedge, and start heading down. Oh my gosh. A renaissance with fear. You never had time to think about not being able to see. You just wanted to save your life. Turn. We turned one way and then turned the other. Fell down here a couple of times, finally got to the bottom. Thank you, dear. So, okay, that was great. I'm ready to go. No. She said, you're going to do this one more time. Well, we did it again and again. About the third day, we were going down and we were flying, poles up, skis down, and we were going left, turn right, turn left. You got to know what kind. Bend your knees. People were cheering. We were going down so fast. As we went down, that was a big bib on, orange bib, blind skier, clear. All the way to the bottom. And I said, that was great. Hey, when do I get to do that again? She said, you get to do that every day. Every day, you're going to have another mountain to embrace, another slope to go down. And you've got to remember to reach out. Give me your hand. Reach out. I reached out. She said, there'll always be somebody there to help you. There'll be somebody there to help you along the way. Don't be afraid to ask. And they'll be there. I want you to leave today being that helping hand. Not only letting people know that you care and want them to be engaged, but also that there are people like the professionals here at the Lighthouse that can help them learn techniques, technologies, and ways like they have for Judge Donahue, Marissa, and hundreds of others, that they'll be there to help you. And with that helping hand outreach, you can make the difference in the lives of thousands of people that are not getting those services today. Filling out those envelopes on your table today will help thousands of people that did not know that there was a ski slope there to go down, or that there was an opportunity to go to college, much less fully reach their potential in life. So leave today knowing that you can make a difference. You've already started by being here, and we appreciate all you do. Thank you for your time this afternoon.
Well, he's given us a lot to think about here. First of all, I'm going to start skiing lessons. Second, might even think about law school. No, I'm going to have to stick to TV. Well, what an inspiration, Richard, and thank you so much.